the more I listen to one of the most fascinating stories, specifically involving Russell Brand, the more I realize how complicated it is. My God, how complicated it is. It's just, it's beyond anything that we've seen in a long time. And the reason is because there's so many layers to it. I was watching a very good piece from, I guess, The Hill. What is it? The Rising. Two presenters, commentators, young people. Fantastic. And they say nothing. And the reason why they say nothing is because there's nothing to get around. It's yes, but, yes, no. And that's why I love this. But at this point now, it is about killing Russell Brand. It's about the crucifixion of him. Forget what he did, regardless, irrespective of whatever it is that you think he did, then it does not matter. I'm telling you, I am saying to you, I am making this as evident as possible. I am telling you that what we are seeing here is a scrum, this wild, frenetic move, the ochlocracy, the mob rule, to grind him into dust. And nobody is the least bit interested in saying, no, wait a minute. Let's look at the accusation. It doesn't matter. Because once they smell blood, that's it. And there's a lot that can be said and explained to mitigate, to explain, to put into perspective some of the aspects of what he's done. This is not an individual who pulled people off the street, threw them in the back of a white van. These are people that were involved in relationships, and that complicates it from a sexual battery point of view, especially with a 16-year-old who, granted, you could think this is disgusting, but it's legal there. And as far as him grooming her, well, apparently the mother had no problem with it. And the girl had no problem. And nobody had any problem with it until now. And when Tara made her accusations about Joe Biden, nobody gave her the time of day. It didn't matter. Nobody cared. This is the part that let me stop for 1 second before I get too carried away, because I get carried away with this. My friends, I have been talking about Prepare with Lionel now for quite a while, and your response has been incredible. And if you're showing the slightest bit of hesitation as to going to preparewithlionel.com and purchasing emergency food for a situation that you know you're going to need and to use, they have a special deal, $200 off a 3-month emergency food kit. Preparewithlionel.com. Preparewithlionel.com. That is it. It is your chance to go and to see this. We're talking about a 25-year shelf life. This ain't going to go bad. It's there when you need it. 21 varieties of breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, drinks in sealed buckets, waterproof buckets, 120 pounds of food, stackable, modular, perfectly. Just put it out of the way and it's there. And you need one of these per people, per person, per family member. Preparewithlionel.com. Go right now and save $200 off a 3-month emergency food kit. Preparewithlionel.com. This has been the story of the Russell Brand case. Yes, but they knew who he was. Everybody knew who he was. His accusations are bad, but they're still anonymous. Does he not? Does he know who he's talking to? Does he? How do you respond to anonymous? Okay. Tara Reid, they knew exactly. Hell, she had to flee to Russia for fear of her life or whatever the particular reason was. I mean, this is the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life. Now, whether you like Russell Brand, and I'm not a big fan because he's never said anything that I think is even remotely fascinating, but that's not the point. Is he not entitled to anything? His career, they're trying to destroy. Now, everybody, his management company, his production company, his whatever, his groups of people, they wouldn't have nothing to do with him. But they knew who he was. People at BBC knew who he was. Same thing with Jimmy Savile. The same thing. I mean, they've known this, and now all of a sudden they can't get away from him fast enough. This is the part that gets me, the hypocrisy of this. The hypocrisy. My God. And then they find out today the accusations about Tim Ballard and Operation Underground. Remember, oh no. I'll talk about that again. I can't believe this. You know, you may not recall this, but there was a guy named Matt Lauer. He used to be in the Today Show years ago. Everybody knew about Matt Lauer. And then one day, it was egregious. Charlie Rose. Everybody knew about Charlie Rose. I knew about Charlie Rose. I didn't even work there. And yet, when I hear these people come along and they say, you know, men need more testosterone. We need more men. We need more men, as in adults. Respectable people. Now, I don't know what's right, what's wrong, who's right. I don't even know the accusations. Really, I haven't talked to anybody. I haven't interviewed a witness. I'm taking this all completely on a surface level. Okay? All right. But let me tell you something. And I want you to believe me, and I want you to listen as carefully and as clearly and as... Please don't let this slip by, and please don't let this think this is just about Russell Brand. Please, please don't think it's about him. Please. Don't think it's just about him. Don't think it's about whether this firebrand, whether this revolutionary is finally being, you know, an Andrew Tate. God, don't bring him up. Dear God. But don't think that. The issue is this. Proof, accusation, his rights, their rights. Why aren't more women standing on behalf of another woman that they know who's keep their mouths shut for years because they realize, I don't want to go through this. And this proves it exactly. There is no black and white here. It's gray everywhere. America, America, gray again. It's incredible. We'll be talking more about this. What do you think? What are your thoughts and comments? What are your thoughts and comments? Don't forget, my friends, preparewithlionel.com. Save $200 off a 3-month emergency food kit. What do you think about this? What's the first? Be honest. I just want to hear, what do you think about this? Who's right? Who's wrong? What stinks about it? What makes sense? I want to hear what you think. As you comment, as you see fit.